The Sacred Band of Thebes. It is generally accepted that the Sacred Band of Thebes was created in 379 BC by the Theban leader Gorgidas. The band was created in the context of the revolt against Sparta. Gorgidas probably sought to create a standing unit, which would match the Spartans in cohesion and training, as he anticipated a Spartan campaign to retake Thebes. Gorgidas did not emulate the Spartan example of a full-time citizen army, but picked 300 of Theban's strongest and bravest hoplites to form a so-called sacred band. This unit would consist of 150 couples of men. This is sometimes associated with modern homosexuality, but ancient same-sex relationships were seldom equal and open in nature, and men were not supposed to have anal sex. In the case of the sacred band, the male couple consisted of older Erastes and younger Hieronymus. There was a kind of master-apprentice relationship between them, and the Erastes gave the Hieronymus his armor when he came of age. The prefix "sacred" should be derived from the sacred oath of mutual assistance before a god. The Theban military institution of pederasty could be derived from the Spartan one, and its function was probably the same: the bonding of men for increased unit cohesion. The primary loyalty should be with the other men of their unit, not with any sacred commitment in civilian life, like marriage and the family. The initial deployment of the Sacred Band was as a garrison in the Theban citadel of Cadmea. Gorgidas also used it to bolster the phalanx by distributing the men among the front ranks on the battlefield. This is what he did during the standoff against the Spartan army in 378 BC. The Sacred Band and the Theban hoplites braved the advancing Spartan hoplites by standing at ease, an order which was given by the Athenian general Chabrias. Against such cold-bloodedness the Spartans lost the appetite for battle and withdrew. While Gorgidas distributed the Sacred Band among the front ranks, his successor Pelopidas preferred to deploy it as a single unit. This paid off at the Battle of Tegyra in 375 BC. This time the band was almost all by itself and outnumbered by a unit of Spartans. Pelopidas did not flinch and confronted the enemy in dense formation. The Thebans picked off the Spartan leaders, after which the Spartans faltered and opened their ranks. Pelopidas used one of these gaps to flank the Spartans and thoroughly defeat them. It was a resounding victory of the Sacred Band and the first time the Spartans were defeated in pitched battle. The Sacred Band's finest hour was at the Battle of Leuctra in 371 BC. In this large battle, the Thebans were outnumbered by the Spartan army, but succeeded by concentrating their strongest force on the left flank and smashing into the Spartan army's right flank. The Spartan right flank contained the highest number of Spartan citizens and the Spartan king. In this maneuver, the role of the Sacred Band was to act as shock troops in the front, and as a result the Spartan right flank was practically overrun. The death of the Spartan king and most of the Spartan citizens broke the morale of the Spartan army, which consisted mainly of Spartan allies. The creation of the Sacred Band was in hindsight part of an ongoing development in Greek hoplite warfare. The city-state of Argos also had a standing unit of 1,000 men from 420 BC onwards, for example. Thebes followed the example set by Sparta and Argos by concentrating their best hoplites in a dedicated unit. This way the Thebans created a small standing army, which could match the Spartans in training and discipline. The Sacred Band was willing and capable of taking on larger Spartan forces. I would like to thank Roel Konijnendijk of the University of London for his feedback on my script for this episode. Last but not least, I would like to draw your attention to the Ancient Warfare magazine. This is a monthly magazine written by ancient warfare enthusiasts and beautifully illustrated. I highly recommend you take a subscription if you like to know more about ancient warfare.